That's 5 GB per month and not per day at that high a price. Welcome to Bani Abroad. If you're new to this channel, then I make content on studying and settling abroad. So if you do not want to miss out on crucial information, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and hit it right now. Also, if you're planning to study abroad and are having trouble with your application process, then look no further because I'm here to help you through my consulting service Collegiado. And the link is in the description box as well as in the first comment. In this video, I'll cover 7 shocking things about Canada which I came to know after moving here. So I think that if you're planning to move to Canada, then it's really important that you should be aware of all these 7 points. First thing, that there is no price on items here. For example, in your home country, if you're from India, if you go shopping, then you would have the MRP written on, say, Maggi or your toothpaste. But here, you can't find that. Instead, it's written on a sticker which is placed above or below the item on the aisle. It's just not this thing which is weird, but also the implication of not having an MRP on the product, because you can find the same item at a nearby store cheaper or more expensive than what you saw at the other one. This is the reason why a lot of stores here these days have price matching so that their sales don't dwindle, because people know that, oh, this store is selling for cheaper, so why not just go there and then buy it. And I'm not talking about similar items like a bed sheet but of a different brand, but the same item with the same brand name that can be availed at different prices depending on the store that you are going to. So to offset this thing, make sure that if that store provides price matching, then you do avail that. The process is pretty simple. You can just go to the store, open your phone and show that this was listed at a lower price at that other store, and then voila, you get it at that reduced price. The second shocking and a rather disgusting thing are the chips here. So this chips, it has been lying like this for over a month now, because first of all, I don't like the taste, and it's not that no chips here in Canada is tasty, it's just that I just thought that okay, I'll experiment, but I didn't like it. But coming to that shocking thing, it's the sodium content in these chips. And if you have read about nutrition or just happen to be careful about your health, then eating excess sodium is also bad for health and not just excess sugar. Having said that, of course, here are chips which have a comparatively lower sodium content as well, but on an average I would say that the sodium content is more. And also, this very fact about sodium, this has been testified by one study as well. So when you come to Canada, be careful with your chips and other junk items as well. And personally, I think you wouldn't be able to eat a lot in the first place. That's what happens with me. But suppose that I do make the mistake of eating more chips than what I should have, then after a few minutes or after 1 hour, I feel that my body is feeling pathetic. And of course, that's the case with most of the junk food, but especially these chips. Be careful about these. Enough about chips now. Let's head on to the third point, which is regarding the closing of malls and shops here in Canada. So the malls close pretty early. It's not like in India where you can be roaming in the mall at around 8:30, and then at 9 also you can see a few shops are open. But here the mall closes at 7 p.m. during winters and 8 p.m. during summers. And I think the reason why this happens is because Canada as a country lays importance on people, and they know that, oh, people also need to rest and they want to have their family time. And another thing is that be it Christmas, be it New Year, you'll find all the malls and all the shops except a few, you'll see that almost everything is closed. That's because it's the culture here. People celebrate their holidays, take their time off and just relax and do not work during vacations. And that's a really grim side, especially during the festive season. Because coming from India, there is more hustle bustle in the markets than on normal days, especially when it's Diwali or even Christmas, New Year. Here you'll find the exact opposite. If you are celebrating on your own with your family, it would be a lot cheerful. But if you're just happening to drive across, you'll find a pretty grim picture. Of course, except at the spots where people are actually celebrating Christmas or the Christmas layout, so that's an exception. People deck up their houses. Of course, at the spots where there's the countdown going on, there you'll find hustle bustle. But this is something which I didn't experience in India, so this came across as shocking to me. Fourth point that I'm going to discuss about you can practically do nothing about it, and it's going to cost you a lot of money. Of course, the conversion rate, things are more expensive as compared to in India, but the mobile plans, the calling, the data, and also the cable plan, these are pretty expensive here in Canada. If you want to know how much expensive, then let me give you an example. Suppose that you want to have 5 GB data on your cell phone, then you'll have to shell $57 per month on your mobile plan. In one of my previous videos, I got a comment, 5 GB daily or monthly. It's hard to digest that you would get 5 GB monthly. Yes, it's 5 GB monthly and not daily for that $57. It's quite difficult to grasp that because in India, you get a lot of data at a very cheap price. If you are wondering why this is the case, then the reason is that here in Canada, there's an oligopoly of wireless service industry, and the major 3 players which rule almost the entire market are TELUS, Rogers, and Bell. Talking about expensive stuff, let's head on to point number 5, which will also make you shell more money if you want to explore Canada. For example, it would be cheaper to fly from Vancouver to Hawaii rather than from Vancouver to Regina. Both the cities, Vancouver and Regina, these are in Canada itself. And now let me get to the reason why this happens. Canadian airports have some of the highest landing fees in the entire world, and because of this very fact, there is less competition for domestic air carriers because they know that they'll have to shell a lot of money to be able to land their airplane in Canada. And now because the competition is low, so there's no incentive for the existing air carriers to reduce their price. Coming to point number 6, I read this on the news, but I got to see this in person when I went to my friend's place. They told me that you have to get off at this intersection, and that was Harpreet Drive. So I was really amazed to see that, to have an Indian name on the street sign. Of course, I knew that this existed in Brampton region because I read in the news about this. So this really shows that Canada is imbibing diversity in its culture and also reflecting that on common things across the country. Now coming to the 7th and the last point, and this point along with shocking is scary as well, because I thought that Canada is a really safe country, which it is compared to a lot of countries, but in Canada also there are plenty of unsafe neighborhoods where you'll commonly see robbery, threatening behavior, and even gunshots. And that really shocked me as a person because sitting in India, I had this opinion that Canada is a really safe country. But now that when I was on the campus and we got this news, I read that on Instagram, the gym that my friend and I used to go to when it wasn't COVID, and that's the York University gym. We read on Instagram that there was a guy with a gun outside the complex. Fortunately, nothing did happen. It was just a threatening action. So when you come here, don't be extra relaxed about your safety. Still be vigilant. Do your research on the areas which are not safe and avoid going to those areas. If you have to go, then make sure that there's someone who's accompanying you, or you are prepared, or you're going at times when there are people around there and not during the night. And of course, there's no country which has zero crime rate. So your safety is in your hands. So make sure that you are vigilant. And by telling you all these shocking things, I don't mean to scare you, and I don't want to discourage you from coming to Canada. I just want you to be aware of all the things. If you're aware, then only you can make conscious decisions about your safety or about your health. So my agenda behind this video was to make you informed so that you can take relevant action steps and stay safe and healthy and informed in this new country. Pressing that like button, that's absolutely free, and that would also be an act of kindness from your end, a lot of love from my end. So make sure that you do press that, and also smash that subscribe button if you like my content, and hit that bell icon as well. Until my next video, take care and stay happy. Bye.